Hi guys, this is Vicky Kaushal and I'm on Pinkvilla. I'm here to talk to you about my upcoming film, which is a horror story called Bhoot Part 1, The Haunted Ship. It's coming out on the 21st of February. And in context to that, what we are doing today is that Pinkvilla has shared some real life horror stories with me. I have a few stories with me which are shared on the internet, and I'm gonna narrate them to you, and I'm also reading them for the first time. So let's see what my reaction is, and let's see what your reaction is to after listening to these stories. So we'll go ahead with the first one. It's called The Umbrella Man by Arpit Tanta, who is a student from Shimla. My God, Shimla hill stations already. It's a great place for a horror story. So it goes it was a holiday in school, and a friend and I had planned to chill at Mall Road and have some snacks. However, by the time we reached Mall Road, it was already 7 p.m. We had coffee, enjoyed clicking pictures, and had amazing momos at a restaurant on the Ridge. At 9 p.m., we started walking back to our respective homes. I had barely walked a few hundred meters when it started drizzling. I was at a section of a road which was very quiet and had no shops, but some of the street lights were still on. Okay, so far so good. As I walked further, I saw a man with an umbrella walking a few feet ahead of me. I thought it would be a good idea to ask if he would allow me to join him if he was going the same way. I walked faster, but it seemed that I wasn't fast enough. So I started jogging, but I still couldn't catch up with him. "Hello," I shouted loudly, and the man turned around. His age must have been somewhere in the late 60s. But what surprised me was the fact that despite having an umbrella, he was completely drenched. Okay. He started walking again, and this time I walked slowly. Perhaps I didn't want to be near him anymore. He slowed down too. I walked even more slowly, so did he. Finally, I stopped. There was complete silence. He also stopped. I could feel the fear suffocating my thoughts. Just when I thought that I may not live long enough to share this experience, I heard a siren blaring and a police vehicle stopped behind me. They asked me what I was doing here alone. When I told them the story, they said I was alone. There was no one there with an umbrella, and that I should stop sleepwalking. Okay. I'm as confused as this person is, because I'm not sure if he was actually sleepwalking or if he actually had this experience. But whatever it is, having gone to Shimla a couple of times and being knowing what Mall Road looks like and the streets of Shimla looks like, this sounds very spooky. The second story is called Pachmarhi, which means the little girl. One of my friends and I were exploring Pachmarhi after attending the wedding of a school friend. He had explored Pandava caves, visited Pachmarhi lake, and were now visiting a nearby waterfall when the thought of exploring the forest struck us. We had barely walked 50 meters away from the waterfall when we came across a little girl around 11 to 12 years old. She said she had come with her mother to see the falls and now couldn't find her. Her clothes were soiled and too old for someone who was here just for a picnic. We told her to stay there while we looked for her mother. After searching for a few minutes, we decided to split and search in different directions. We spent over an hour searching for her mother, but in vain. It was getting dark, and we thought of getting out of there and taking the kid with us to the nearest police station to report the matter. We found her exactly where we met her an hour ago. When we asked her to come along with us, she said, "You can come here tomorrow. We'll try to find her again. See you tomorrow." Oh, it would really have an impact on me. If I was a part of this group, and if something like this happened to me, I would never go to this place again. This was scary. And also, if there's something related to scary stories and kids together, it's very eerie. Nothing of this sort which is clearly haunting. These are like clear indications of ghosts or some spirit or something spooky. Not this clear, but I'm very actually petrified of staying in hotels which are like palaces turned into hotels, those heritage kind of hotels which you just sense some kind of history over there. I'm very scared of being in rooms which have portraits of human beings. Like, I just get very scared of people staring at you in hotel rooms. Sometimes all these heritage hotels have these Rajas, Maharajas and Ranis staring right at you, and especially that the painting form of them, it just scares me. It just feels like there's a history in the room, which I'm not very comfortable with. So nothing this clear, but yeah, you sometimes get vibes which are not that comfortable. The next one is called the Running Ghost, anonymous ship owner in Delhi cantonment area. It was Saturday and my friends in Delhi had planned an impromptu get-together. It was already 10:30 p.m. I quickly completed my work and grabbed my car keys to drive to my friend's place in Rajouri Garden. As I reached Brar Square, I noticed a distant flimsy figure chasing my car in the rearview mirror. I ignored it initially, but when I looked again in the mirror, the figure was still running and the distance between my car and the figure had reduced. I'm not the kind of person who gets scared easily, but I considered it wiser to simply accelerate and get out of there. Yeah, I've heard a couple of these kind of stories where you're driving on the highway in the night and there's like this figure that they see in front of the camera or right next to you, in front of the car or right next to the car while the car is driving. It just spooks me every time I'm on a highway in the middle of the night. Just deep water bodies. I'm a fairly hydrophobic guy, so if I happen to be on if a story like Life of Pi happens with me, where I'm just stranded in the middle of the ocean, it'll be very scary for me. The next one is called Cassidy. It was January 3rd, 2018. I was driving back from Ratnagiri from Mahabaleshwar after enjoying a solo holiday. It was around 10 p.m. and I was enjoying driving on empty roads. Empty roads, solo drive, night. Suddenly, I noticed a lady waiting alone at a bus stand near Cassidy, and I slowed down a bit, stopping eventually. She looked old, tired, and had a bag which she grabbed and hurried towards my car. Something told me to be ready to accelerate soon. She knocked at my window, asked me to roll it down, which I did no more than 2 centimeters. So she said that my husband threw me out of the house and I'm all alone. My family lives about half an hour from here. Will you give me a ride? Please, I am no ghost. Okay. She pleaded with an intriguing smile on her face. She was pale and had unkempt hair. I am not going that way, I'm sorry. I lied and started accelerating. Good decision, she yelled from behind, and those words still send chills down my spine till today. यार ये जो अकेला रास्ता और अकेली औरत, अकेला बच्चा, अकेला ड्राइविंग, ये बड़े स्कैरी लगते हैं मुझे. It always haunts me when I'm driving alone because I'm a guy who really likes to drive. It's quite kind of therapeutic for me. But ये अगर कभी मेरे साथ हो गया तो वो भी therapy, it will turn into something else. But yeah, the last one, it's called Visiting Friend. It was a cold winter night. Ria just came from the office and was having a coffee and watching TV. The doorbell rang. Who could be that be at around 10 p.m. in the chilly winter night, she whispered, and went to answer the door. To her utter surprise, she saw her best friend Tanvi standing there drenched in water for some reason. Oh my God, what a pleasant surprise! Ria screamed and hugged Tanvi. She dragged her to the sofa. Ria was very happy, but Tanvi was expressionless. Ria asked, why are you so wet? Is it raining outside? Do one thing, why don't you go to the bedroom and change into something comfortable? Now Ria noticed that Tanvi was looking anxious with a pale face. She got anxious too. Tanu, is everything alright? How come you're suddenly here? She asked. Ria, I just wanted to meet you, Tanvi said in a flat tone. Okay, but we were anyhow meeting after 3 days as planned. And how is Prakash? Why is he not here? I don't have much time, just make me a coffee, Tanvi said. Ria asked Tanvi to relax and she went to the kitchen to get another cup of coffee. She came back, but Tanvi was not there. Suddenly the phone rang. Hello, hi Shashank. Hey Ria, will you come with me to Motihari? Why, what happened? What, don't you know? Tanu met with an accident today and is no more with us. Oh, that was quite a mic drop moment. The horror story, the story became a horror story right at the last line. To actually wonder that these are stories that have actually happened. That's what makes it spooky. ऐसा कभी मेरे साथ तो ना हो यार. But yeah, they've happened. Thank you Pinkvilla. Hi, this is Vicky Kaushal, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Pinkvilla and go watch my film Bhoot Part 1 The Haunted Ship on 21st February 2020.